Hi everyone, and welcome to my thematic unit website. This is just going to be a video on how to navigate. As you can see, my name is Allie Hawkins, and my unit is all about fairy tales. And in kindergarten, fairy tales is actually a really broad topic, and it can get overwhelming. And I really just wanted to focus on the two different standards in ELA. So a way I came up with to do that is by focusing on the most famous tales, which are The Three Little Pigs and Goldilocks and the Three Bears. And I explain it throughout this unit, but I really just wanted to focus on retelling and comparing and contrasting. So like I said, the home page, if you click on, if you ever need to get back here, just click on the home. It's just a little overview of what my unit is all about. In order to navigate through the different tabs of my website, you're going to come over to the left-hand side. And as you can see, there are different tabs. So go ahead and click on the ones you're interested in or curious about. The one right under home is Meet the Teacher, so I'm going to click on that. Just a little bit about me, where I teach, what I'm pursuing at Ashland. And again, go back over to the left-hand side, and we're going to get into the lesson plans. So I made this page pretty easy to navigate and to use. I have lessons 1 through 5. So this is a week-long unit focusing on those two stories. And each lesson is my ELA time. So pretty much my whole morning would be the different lessons. And some I have later that day or things like that. I have lessons 1 through 5, like I said, and there's a description of each one right here. So it just gives you a quick little something about what it's about, and then you click on the lesson and it takes you automatically to a Google Doc. All my lessons are in the same format. So we have what lesson it is, the objectives or the I can statements that we post, the standards, and then that goal. What do we want to get out of this lesson? We have materials needed, and most of the time I include a picture or a link. I'm a very visual person, so all my lesson plans look like that. The procedure, so this is where we get into the actual meat of the lesson. Like I said, I include some links, so if you click on that, it'll take you right to the YouTube we're using. Just X that out, go back down, and then I have the assessment that we use for that specific lesson. I also have a tab for this for the assessments, but this is good for me to actually look at. Now, how to get back is you come up here and you just exit out. It takes you right back to my website. Click on another lesson just to show you how it's the same format, just obviously the different lessons. And this unit I actually tried out on my kindergartners, and we had a blast. They loved it, especially this one. I found this app called Chatterpix, and I'll show you a little example just because it's so funny. So I'm going to click on that.
Oink, I'm the lazy pig. I built my house out of a straw. The wolf blew it down. Oh man.
We had fun trying that out. Again, just exit out. If you click on a link, just exit out. It'll bring you back to my lesson. And then just exit that out and you come back to my lesson plans. If you come back over here, talked about this a little bit. These are the actual links to the assessments though. So I have 1 through 5. I have one for every day. I have some informative and then some formative that I take grades on. And then that lesson 5 assessment is a summative assessment of the whole unit. So that tests if they really know, if they really have that standard down. So if you just click again, it takes you to a Google Doc that I have shared publicly, so you should have no problem pulling it up. It's just my KAWL. X that out. And I'll show you an example of the quick rubric that I used. This is just for our summative assessment at the end. X that out. come back here, and then we have a standards tab. This one's a little different. So I have the main tab, and then I have sub-tabs underneath. So if you click on this one, it gives you all the Common Core Ohio State standards, which is really what we are focusing on for this unit. Go over here, I have the net students. And then I also have the net teachers down here too. And the last one is the P21 standards. At the very end, after I have them listed, you can go ahead and click on that, and that takes you to the actual site where I got these from. Get that out. And let's put that back. That's just a quick overview of all of the different types of standards we covered. Go back over here to, I think, the most important tab, Technology. Everything I used is down here. I included the links to some of them. So for one of the interactive games we played, here's that. Just takes you right to it. Just so you can see. X that out. So that's the Technology tab. I love looking at everyone else's just to see what they came up with. Over here is the reflection, so what I learned, what I liked. And then last but not least, the peer survey, which is where you come in. I put it on the actual site so it'll be easier, but if you want to make it bigger, you just click that and it'll take you to its own web page. But this is just kind of a way for me to get some feedback. As teachers, I think it's important to get that feedback and then act on it. So what are some of my strengths? What did you like about my site? And then definitely, what ways can I improve on my site? Any additional comments or feedback? Fix that out. We're going to go back to the homepage. And that is it. I thank you for taking the time to listen to me ramble and navigate around my website. I hope it was easy. I hope you had fun. And yeah, so thank you.